Hello, this is Isaiah Reports Football, and this is my reaction towards the United States progressing to the round of 16 after defeating Bosnia and Herzegovina 2-0 in the round of 32. So let's begin. For me, this performance was a very dominant performance. I felt like we didn't really gave too much chances to Bosnia throughout the game, maybe until the end where Bosnia did have some good shots outside the box, but it wasn't really like we allowed them to cut through our defense or anything like that. It was just like, it was good shots, but they didn't really again cut through our defense so easily and stuff like that, especially with having 10 men. And I felt like Bosnia's approach to this game was just trying to take it all the way to penalties, kind of like how Paraguay wanted penalties against Germany, and that worked out well for them. And yeah, so um, I think that was their whole approach because they started a five at the back, and they didn't play a five at the back for in a while, like since 2024, so 2 years already. So I felt like they respected the United States, which they should, in my opinion, since we have the likes of Balogun, Tillman, Pulisic, etc. in our attack. McKennie could also offer something. Anthony Robinson's really good as well in our attack. Um, and yeah, um, so it was a right approach from Bosnia, and at least Isla Begovic didn't have a really great game compared to how he had a great game against Qatar. But again, like we're way better than Qatar, so Bosnia, for them, they shouldn't be ashamed about this knockout. Um, you know, um, like they didn't get destroyed. I don't think they were amazing in this game, but they didn't get destroyed except for against Switzerland. But throughout this tournament, I think they were all right, solid team in this tournament. Respectable display against Canada. In the opening game, 1-1. Destroying Qatar. And Switzerland against Switzerland, they didn't really get destroyed. They did 4-1 result wise, but it was Switzerland got their goal at like around the 70th minute mark in the game, where Junior Manzambi had to come on for Switzerland and make it 1-0. Then that opened the gates for more goals. But yeah, so Bosnia shouldn't be upset with this knockout. So yeah, that's my analysis for Bosnia, for this tournament. But regarding us, the United States, again, this was a really good display. Even after Balogun getting a red card on Muramerovic, I believe he plays for Sassuolo in the Serie A. Balogun stepped on the ankle of on the defender from Bosnia. And for me, without my biases, I think it's a red card. But at the same time, though, where was the red card for Messi when he did even worse against Algeria? And there are some other players as well who did similar tackles, fouls, like Balogun did, and they didn't get any red cards. So yeah, but at least, the positive sign, even though he got a red card instead, he still got a goal, even without having Balogun through Malik Tillman free kick, where it was a really um good free kick, nice free kick from him, and you know, and Malik Tillman has really been really good this tournament, so I believe he deserves a really nice goal from a free kick like that. But you could argue that the goalkeeper, Savio, I believe that's his name, should have done better. Um, but yeah, I'm not trying to take away any credit from Tillman because I think so far this tournament he's been really, really good. I think he's been really, really immense for us and helping us create chances and yeah. Maybe he just needs to work on his clinical side. A bit more like finishing off chances better because he messed up a few times against Paraguay and stuff like that. but um, but yeah, and then we could have still got many more goals, but Balogun was offside. Pulisic was offside. We could have gotten also a penalty where Dedic for Bosnia fouled. You could argue fouled Balogun in the box. That could have been a penalty there. So it could have been like 4-0, 5-0 if Pulisic was offside, Balogun wasn't offside. Um, and um, if the referee gave the penalty to us. And then finally, like again, I'm very worried. I'm actually not very worried, but kind of like slightly worried about how we're going to miss Balogun because the way Balogun scored his goal against Bosnia was through the channel through like the defensive line of Bosnia, and that could have been really, and that we could have taken advantage against Belgium's defense because Belgium's defense is horrible because they rely on a very old defender for them, and they start him most of the games for them. Michele, who plays for Club Brugge, is very old. Balogun could have taken advantage of him, and so on. And Belgium was very sketchy against Senegal, which I'll discuss about that game in another round of 32 games later on. But I just really wanted to discuss about United States, and I was waiting for this game. Um, Even though I did start the opening game of the round of 32 between Canada and South Africa, but it's the opening game of the round, so of the knockout stage. So I just needed to do it. But uh but going back to my main point is that he taken advantage of that Belgian defensive line. Balogun, he would have been very dangerous with their old defensive line. He would have definitely got a goal. 100. I'm certain of it. Now I'm kind of like concerned about Pepe. Will he Pepe's very different than Balogun. Balogun likes to run in behind. Pepe is more of a target guy. Like I don't know if that will be much more easier for Belgium to contain more than Balogun, who's fast and really good with his movements and so on. I feel like Pepe's limited and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm kind of slightly concerned with that, but we'll see though. And yeah, but overall, I'm happy with all the performances so far. And yeah, with Team USA. Um, Hopefully you like this video. Subscribe to the channel and watch out for my other reactions. Watch out for my reactions for the other round of 32 games. So again, thank you. Like and subscribe.